Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about something super important. I posted a couple of videos in my Instagram channel and I talked to you about how you can get an interview in the current job market. I know the market is pretty bad. There are lots of people out there, not many opportunities for data science, software engineering, or product management. In general, tech actually is not really, job market is not really that good. In a sense, high demand and very low supply. I talk to you about how you can maximize your potential for getting the interview by working on your resume, by asking for referral, by sending a message to the hiring manager and recruiter. Then I talk about using multiple job posting websites and then working on your LinkedIn profile. But then I stress a lot about resume. And today I want to tell you more about that. I introduced a template or set up templates to you in my Instagram channel and I share a link to those websites. But I want to tell you how you can optimize your resume using ChatGPT or any large language model of your choice. Today I'm going to use ChatGPT. It's very important because if your resume is not optimized, your you will get this rejection or lots of rejection because the market is bad, but it's not as bad as what you guys think. And the idea is that if your resume is unoptimized, you will get rejection using ATS, application tracking system. All right. So today I have a resume in front of me. It's a resume I just made up. You see that it says your name, it has some portfolio, some GitHub profile, LinkedIn, just made up stuff. And then there is some objective, and I wrote it down actually. The tools and languages, quantitative, this is a skill set, then technical experience and education activities. This resume by no means is actually optimized. So of course it doesn't have a year, so and also it doesn't have a title and the valid phone number and stuff. But here I'm gonna show you just how you can optimize this resume using ChatGPT. So I'm using the free version of ChatGPT, so all of you can be able to use this one. What you're going to do is that you're gonna copy this resume, copy it, copy this one. Then you go to ChatGPT interface here. All right. And then you ask ChatGPT, that's the first prompt. There is a whole video I can post about prompt engineering, but let's just focus on the resume. Can you can you please give me feedback about the following resume? And then you post the resume. Let's see. All right. So it's overall your resume is very structured and highlighted relevant skills. I actually make sure that it's very structured when I made it up. And of course, I downloaded template online. So it says that here are some feedbacks. So it says that focus on the summary and profile section. So your summary and profile section should exactly tell you what you are looking for, or you can call it objective. I do not have objective in my resume, and I don't know if it's really gonna be helpful or not. But if you do have it, make sure it's gonna be very concise. It's like saying that I'm let's say you're writing for a data scientist. I'm a data scientist with 7 years of experience, for example, expertise in Python, SQL, machine learning, and then uh, would love to get a position, data scientist or machine learning position to utilize my knowledge of machine learning and software engineering, something like that. And then the skill section is very important. So it says that your skills are clearly, but consider expanded section to include additional relevant tools. Like for example, your libraries and frameworks. I have it in my resume. You should have it too. So for example, you have a tools, you have Python, SQL, but then you should have something like libraries, like scikit-learn, TensorFlow, PyTorch, things like that. Then technical experience. You see, for technical experience, this is actually pretty important. It says your bullet point under each row good insight. I make sure that because when I posted that video in Instagram, I explained to you guys that when you write these bullet points, it has to show the impact of your work, right? So, like for example, what exactly I've done, deploy machine learning model, result in what? In increase, for example, in the productivity of a system, result in X% increase, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be really that important. Like for example, you say that um, to develop a natural language processing model leading to identification of key product improvements. Right? You have to see what you have done. Who are your customers? Who are your stakeholders? How much you have done improvement? Show off your work to hiring manager. Just don't say that work on Python and SQL to develop machine learning model. That doesn't do anything. So if you look at this bullet point, it says leverage machine learning algorithm to optimize pricing strategies based on market trend and customer preference. This is fantastic. When the hiring manager reads this, understand that exactly what you have done and what's the impact of that. Okay. And then it's the formatting. Formatting is very important. This is where ATS, the application tracking system, can flag your resume and you can get rejection. All right. So then additional suggestion. So this is this resume that has activities. You can have an honor and awards. I have honor and awards. You can have a publication. You can have an ads section. For this template, we didn't have this. Right. Okay. So we get the feedback. Now what we're gonna do is that we ask ChatGPT, can you please revise the above resume given the revise the resume given the above feedback. There you go. And we'll see exactly it's gonna create the um, more structured and it's gonna actually look at this. Look at already I can see that the great answer that ChatGPT is giving you. All right, I don't care much about activities here, but let's go to the summary. It gives you the proficient data scientist with expertise in Python and SQL, seeking to role. See, seeking to role is telling you to hire a manager what exactly I'm looking for. You're not trying to waste the time. Committed to delivering actionable insights and driving business impacts. All right. So the skills, it says Python, SQL, PySpark. So you see tools, you see that? Is you can put a library here. TensorFlow, scikit-learn, pandas. What I'm trying to tell you is I modularize that. For example, you can say machine learning, coolant. You can say natural language processing, large language model, generative AI, recommender system, reinforcement learning, and then causal inference. Then you can have a section for causal inference. You can say potential outcome and causal graph. Then you can have a section for cloud technology. You can say AWS or Azure or and Google Cloud, right? So look at this. Develop and deploy machine learning model using Python and SQL, resulting in percent 8%, 10% increase in target. Be very, very specific when you write your resume. All right, great. Now I want to ask ChatGPT more. I want to say that can you please rewrite? So when you look at the job application, you see the job application requires knowledge of AWS. First of all, when you're putting in your resume, you need to make sure that you have this knowledge. Your resume should be 100% accurate and correct. You need to be totally honest in your resume, right? Even if you have a certification that is expired, do not include in your resume. So let's say you have a knowledge of AWS, but you don't know where to put it, right? You can say, can you please rewrite this resume with the following qualification, with the following qualification. All right. So you're applying for a job that requires expertise in or knowledge of LLM, large language model, generative AI, and knowledge of cloud technology like AWS or Azure. Right. So having a good knowledge of LLM, NLP, and cloud technologies like AWS and Azure. All right. So rewrite the same resume. Let's see what it does for us. All right, all right, all right. Let's take a look at this. Proficient data scientist. You see summary is changing with expertise in Python, SQL, machine learning, along with solid understanding of LLM and cloud technology like AWS and Azure. Did you see what happened? It included there. The hiring manager can easily see that you know this stuff. Make sure when you include it, make sure that you have this knowledge of this stuff. You're not supposed to make up anything in your resume. Your resume should be the correct and honest representation of yourself. But then you need to be able to represent yourself. All right, look at the skill set. Look at the skill set. When we had this skill set before, we had only program language and tools and quantitative research, something like that. Now look at the skill set. Program language is the same. Tool is the same. But then you have for LLM and NLP, you have natural language processing, large language models. Okay, so this is not good. So the no, the ChatGPT doesn't understand. You can create a model called machine learning here, colon NLP, large language model, generative AI, reinforcement learning, as I described. Cloud technology. Look at this. That's what I want to talk about. Cloud technologies, AWS and Azure. Who did that? And when you go to technical experience, you see what ChatGPT has done? Develop and deploy machine learning model using Python, SQL, cloud technologies, Azure, and AWS. Look at this. Utilize Python, SQL, and cloud technologies to extract pre-processing large data set. See, it's putting it there. So when you apply for a job, the recruiter look at your resume and says, "Oh, you actually have done something." Don't just say that. Work on AWS, work on Python and SQL on AWS to develop predictive machine learning model. This doesn't say anything to hiring manager. The hiring manager should see what exactly you have done. Deploy machine learning model on AWS. All right, you develop it. You went one step further than deploying to production. All right. And then the last thing I want to show you is that ask ChatGPT to correct this one if there is any typo. This one doesn't have any typo or mistake, but for your resume you might have it. If you have any typo or any other issue, your resume will get flagged by ATS, application tracking system. All right. So can you please revise the above resume to make sure it has no typo or English or any uh, grammar mistakes. Grammatical, no grammatical error. All right. So it write it down for you, revise the resume, and then you can copy and paste it in a Word or in your template in LaTeX template. So look at what it says at the end. This version ensures that there are no typographical or grammatical errors in the resume. So you are sure that when hiring manager look at your resume, there is no error, there is no mistake. The verbs all make sense. They are all look at these verbs. I want to show you something. See, they are all past tense and start all with the verbs. Utilized, developed, developed, implemented. It's not like developing and implemented, or here in the past company utilizing and developing. This is a past company. You are not really working there. Why are you using the like a continuous type verb for this? No. All right. So this is how you can actually optimize your resume using ChatGPT. There are much more stuff you can do, which I will post in the following videos. You can actually post based on responsibility posted in a job. You can optimize your resume based on that. Remember, in my Instagram video, I said that you can create one customized resume per job. And that's what you can do with ChatGPT. I will post more about that in the following videos. That's it about this video. Please let me know if you have any question, and I do my best to respond to your question. Thank you so much, and hope this video was actually very useful. If you really like my content, please like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you, and see you all in the next video. Thank you.